congratulations on the film, and thank you for coming back to Australia.
It's like our good luck charm. We came here for the first one, and it's great to be back. It feels awesome.
Was there anything that you remembered from last time that you were excited for when you came back this time?
Yeah, we similarly, we kind of stayed in this area to do a bunch of press, and I saw the Opera House from afar. And this time, this trip, I got to go inside. They let me in, and they did not kick me out. And it was cool. We got to do an event in there, and I believe it's behind me right now. It's obsessed with me.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Time. Yeah. So it feels like we've made progress. We saw it first time, and now we got to go inside.
And it was such a good event.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was great.
You bring joy to a lot of people, but what do you think is the emotion that runs your mind?
Oh, wow. You know, I have to say that I find anger is a fun fuel. I think people would be surprised that is something, a healthy dose, a healthy, processed amount, especially for women. I think women, if they get in touch with their anger in a healthy way and they don't let it run their life, but just a touch of it can be really helpful. It's a motivator. So I don't think that anger runs my life, but I like it. It's fun. It's funny. It's good for comedy.
It fuels that fire.
Yeah. It can get you out of bed.
Yeah. There are so many Easter eggs in the first film. Do you have a favorite in the first film or the second film?
Well, I know there's a moment in the second film where all the emotions are sleeping, and we get to see them in their beds with their little pajamas. And Joy has a little Bing Bong doll by her bed, which just makes me so happy to see, because Bing Bong is forever in our hearts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the most heartbreaking scenes from Inside Out.
But what are some more Easter eggs? Did you notice any? Because I'm so bad at noticing.
I always try.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that like the dinosaur or something was from the film that was coming out next, The Good Dinosaur.
Oh,
I think.
Pixar Easter eggs. Yeah, I should pay attention to that. I'm watching it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You're involved. I'm sure that voicing a character like Joy is such a joy, but voice work is hard.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about bringing her to life?
Well, the fun part is you have to go really big. You have to really go for it. You can't be cool and collected, which is fine with me, but you have to take big swings. And the other hard part is that the movie is a long collaborative process. So there's stuff you record that goes away or changes, or, there's a lot of changing. So you can't get too attached to the stuff that you loved. You have to let it go. I mean, it's very much like Joy's journey. You have to just kind of go with the flow. But it's a blast. It's a really fun way to take very big swings.
Nostalgia appears in the second film briefly. I don't know about if it comes back later on in the film. But do you have a particular role that you look back on from your career with nostalgia?
Oh my gosh, so many things I think about. I mean, even just being back here, I'm very nostalgic for what it was like 10 years ago, what the world was like. There's a great character. June Squibb plays Nostalgia, and she shows up with a cup of tea. A cup of tea.
Oh, perfect.
And she's always like, remember when we were... And anyone over a certain age, really laughs because nostalgia starts to kind of take over the show. I'm nostalgic for so many things. I'm nostalgic for yesterday, I think there's something really sweet in kind of looking back and completing a circle,
My favourite would probably have to be Mrs. George. Thank you for that role.
Mrs. George, Mean Girls, nostalgic for that. Nostalgic for that little sweatsuit. Yeah, love it. Those were the before times.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Amy.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Can't wait to see the whole thing.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Pleasure talking to you.